Hi there! This is the part 2 video of our Hong Kong and Macau trip last Feb 2025. If you're not done watching the first video yet, you can check it out para malaman mo kung ano yung mga step-by-step process na kailangan mong gawin prior to your departure from the Philippines. I have shared there the full expenses from Pangasinan going to Clark International Airport and na-share ko rin doon kung magkano yung round-trip ticket namin. And if you are a DIY traveler on a budget like us, lalo na kapag first time mong mag-Hong Kong, please watch this video para malaman mo yung step-by-step process na dapat gagawin kapag kalapag mo ng Hong Kong International Airport. So, let's begin. Okay, so first you need to unbuckle your seatbelt and before ka bumaba ng eroplano, lingon muna bago alis para i-make sure na wala kang makakalimutan or wala kang maiiwanan sa loob ng eroplano. Ayan, pagbaba, sundan mo lang yung crowd kung saan sila pupunta and di ka naman mawawala kasi maraming arrival signages. So, first step na gagawin mo pagkalapag mo ng eroplano ay pupunta sa immigration area. You need to prepare your passport and boarding pass with you kasi check nila yan. And dyan ka pipila sa visitors area. So upon scanning your passport, bibigyan ka nila ng maliit na papel. Dyan nakalagay kung hanggang kailan ka pwede magstay ng Hong Kong. After immigration, go straight to the baggage reclaim hall where there are several information boards showing which carousel has been assigned to your flight. Get your checked-in luggages. After reclaiming your baggage, pass through the customs and excise control. So those who have goods to declare should use the red channel while others who have nothing to declare should use the green channel. So sa amin, doon lang kami sa green channel kasi wala naman kaming i-declare. Pagkalagpas mo ng customs and excise control, arrivals hall na agad. On our case, di na kami nag-ikot sa Hong Kong International Airport. Hinanap na agad namin yung Bank of China ATM kasi kailangan namin mag-withdraw ng HKD using our GCash card. Labas lang kayo sa gitna ng arrivals hall A and B. Tapos, makikita niyo yung customer service. Sa tabi nun, meron na doon yung Bank of China ATM machine. Initially, nag-withdraw lang kami ng tig 1,400 HKD. You can use any card but it is more advisable to use your GCash card kasi walang charge and at the same time, mas maganda yung rate niya. Mas makakatipid ka kaysa magpapalit ka ng pera sa mga money changers dito sa Pilipinas. We did not buy an Octopus card on Klook kasi hanggang 9 PM lang daw pwedeng mag-claim. So, the better option for us is to buy our Octopus card at the customer service booth. The cost is $200 per Octopus card and it is already preloaded of $150. Yung $50 naman, refundable siya upon return of the card. It is very useful kasi gagamitin mo yan sa transportation like MTR and buses. And take note, if dalawa kayo, kailangan tig-isa kayo. So 1:1 ang Octopus card. Then, nagpunta na agad kami sa bus terminus para habulin yung bus A32 kasi ang last trip nila ay 12 midnight lang. Tap your Octopus card and the fare will be automatically deducted. Then, leave your baggage in the designated area. Don't worry kasi may CCTV naman yan. There is a monitor showing the next bus stop. So, tignan mo lang yan para hindi ka lumagpas. We need to get off at Qingdao House. And from there, you just need to walk around 8 minutes. Makakarating ka na sa Rambler Oasis Hotel. Ganda dito sa hotel na to, 24 hours ang front desk. So, you can check in anytime. Tada! This is our hotel for 5 days and 4 nights. Yes, nahanap namin siya nang hindi kami nawala. So, kung kagaya ka namin na DIY traveler and you have plans to visit Hong Kong and book this hotel soon, abangan mo yung next na upload ko dahil gagawa ako ng full review ng hotel na to. Yun lang! So, kailangan na namin magpahinga dahil bukas mahaba-habang lakaran ito. So, please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get an update kapag may mga new uploads na ako. Bye!